Morning, Infinity. Good morning. How's everyone doing? All right, good. We're going to go ahead and get started and open the way now and get things going. So I invite you to take a deep breath, inhale with me. Exhale, let it all out. Take another big inhale, big deep breath, inhale. Exhale, let it all out. Take another inhale, sit a little bit taller in the seat. Wherever you are, exhale, let it go. Maintain that posture as we are in the space today. Take a deep breath in and out, just like that. Continue to breathe like that as you close your eyes. And just enjoy the stillness in the moment. Just enjoy the sensation of breathing quietly with our eyes closed. So if you can see me, that means close your eyes. Thank you. Good. Just reveling in the breath, just giving thanks in this moment for gathering today, giving thanks in this moment for being together in this place of fellowship. Tuning in now to the God of our acceptance and understanding, bowing all heads, opening all hearts in the space. As we go to divine source, God, we thank you for this moment of gathering today, this exciting moment to gather as the Infinity Fellowship. We thank you for the families that are represented here today. We thank you for the glowing and beating hearts that are represented here today. We thank you for those who are here physically in the space, those who are on the way, and those who are joining us online. We give thanks for this awesome day of celebration. This is a great day where we call to mind the things that matter most, the space of nurturing, that space of nurturing where we love on ourselves and each other, and where we recognize and remember that you are all powerful and all wise. Thank you for the trials and tribulations that some of us face this week. Thank you for the mental challenges that many of us work through. Thank you for those hard moments that produced that tear or produced that laugh or produced the shoulders being shrugged and the hands in the air and just saying, I let go and I release. Thank you for those moments because you are a safe space in those moments. You are where we come to and we can talk to nobody else. And thank you for sending us the people, places, and things along the way that remind us that we are connected, that we are protected, that we are exactly where we need to be. And so in today's service, we speak that something is shared with someone that will remind them of just this, that some laughter will be ignited in the spirits of those who gather in this space. And we give thanks that we are standing on the shoulders of those who came before, and we thank you for the many gifts that are represented in this room. We speak that we will expand them, that we will grow them, that we will leave this world a better place. For these and other blessings we cannot speak with words, but know in our hearts to be true. We proclaim them as such, and so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. All right, let us prepare for our pouring of libations at this time. One of the spaces of spiritual growth and development is the space of recognition and the space of remembrance. A lot of re-words. Re being a prefix, which means back and again, to continue to do something like a spiritual practice. And one of the spiritual practices we have here is the pouring of libations, where we recognize and remember those who have traveled the path before us, who are no longer in the physical body, but yet they are still with us in memory, and that is where it's most important. So as we pour this water today, we recognize those who have transitioned to the space of life after life, recognizing that absence in this physical body means presence in the divine cosmos. If you're at home, go ahead and type some names into the box of people you want to remember. In this space today, we want to remember those who have gone before by pouring our water into our plant, into our earth. What's going to happen to this physical body when it's no longer here? Trust me, once the life leaves it, it just joins the rest of the universe. But yet we remember the spirits, and so we pour and we say, cool water, freshen our spirits, Ashe. Freshen and consecrate this house for spiritual work, Ashe. Freshen our collective ancestors all together, Ashe. We give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation, Ashe. Grant to us all peace, love, and prosperity, Ashe. Pouring to the energy of the north, where we find and commit to a space of direction, Ashe. Pour into the energy of the south, where we commit to a remembrance of who we are, Ashe. Pour into the energies of the east that remind us that today is a brand new day, and whatever's in tomorrow, yesterday, leave it alone, Ashe. To the energies of the west that knowing even when it's dark outside, the stars and the moon are shining to give us light, Ashe. To the ground below us, that space where we are grounded in who we are and whose we are, Ashe. To the sky above, where we see our dreams and can pull them into reality, Ashe. And to the space where they all come together, the space of the human heart, that space where we all connect, Grand Central Station of love, Ashe. We want to pour a special remembrance as you are preparing the names of those who you'd like to recognize today, to a young singer who has transitioned. She was not young anymore. She's 83 years old. But I always like to think of her as a young singer, because anytime I hear her 1965 recording, it makes me think of youth. And if you are not familiar with her 1965 recording, I'm just going to call her name, Astrud Gilberto Ashe. And you may just say Ashe right now, but if I start dancing a little bit to the side and saying, tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema comes walking, and when she passes it one, it passes go. Oh yeah, see, we'll go forever. That story behind that song and how big that song became, and how big it was with the Portuguese. I remember learning the Portuguese to impress my jazz friends. I've long since forgotten it. I wouldn't even try it now. But the remix of the recut of that with just the English version with her strong Brazilian accent sold over 1 million records at the time. It's a great story behind that. So Sister Astrud, we send that energy to you. To everyone else, call the names aloud as we pour these next few pours of water. Haywood Carr, Catherine Carr, Thomas Bessie Hayes, Delamain Carr, Haskell B. Carr, Queen Mother Bernice Brunson, Catherine Carr, Queen Mother Zooey Ursary, Queen Mother Melba Sewell, Mother Ella Gordon, Alma Short, Queen Mother Bernice Brunson, Queen Mother Dorothy Smith, Horace Mary Frazier, Eloise Frazier, all those who have come before. As we continue the names in the space today, remembering them wholly, we pour for the children in the womb, the world, and yet unborn. We say together, Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. It is done. Yes, indeed. Deep breath in, exhale, let it all out. Awesome. As we absorb today's meditation comes from one of our great spiritual authors, Don Miguel Ruiz, who reminds us, quote, people are starving for love, not knowing their heart is a magical kitchen. Open your heart. Open your magical kitchen and refuse to walk around the world begging for love. In your heart is all the love you need. Your heart can create any amount of love, not just for yourself, but for the whole world. End quote. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Ashe? All right, we're going to ask you to rise to our feet. We're going to sing together a little bit. Get us some peace in, some wonderful peace. Shout out to Lady Kenitha, the voices, for holding us down during this time as we're in the space. Today is the day that the God of your acceptance and understanding has made. It's a moment to rejoice, to be glad, to celebrate, and to recognize that we have the power to speak things into existence. And naturally, if we're speaking them into existence, we're also singing them into existence. And so we sing from this space together a song called Peace, Peace. The words are on the screen. We invite you to join in with us. Peace, peace, wonderful peace, enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, peace, peace, everlasting peace, let my peace shine bright, so the world can see. Love, 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 wonderful love, enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, love, love, everlasting love, let my love shine bright.
so the world can see. Let's get some joy. Joy, joy, wonderful joy. Enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, joy, joy, everlasting joy. Let my joy shine bright so the world can see. And some more peace. Peace, peace, wonderful peace. Enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, peace, peace, everlasting peace. Let my peace shine bright so the world. Let my love, let my love shine bright so the world. Let my joy, let my joy shine bright so the world. And let my peace, let my peace shine bright so the world can see.
All right, we can be seated. Shout out. All right, we got Kamaria and Taylor singing along. Mama, I'm going to get you to come up and do our statement of infinitude for us because you're just looking so awesome. Snap, snaps. Everybody get a round of applause for Lady Kanitha in this outfit today. Rocking and rolling with the so much soulin'. You're going to rock till you're 101 years old.
I think so.
I like it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Good morning. I'm ahead of myself. As I welcome you into the Infinity Fellowship, I remind you of 4 core principles of our gathering, and we call it SNAP. The S in SNAP is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N in SNAP is for nurturing of ourselves and others, mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action because we take action on our callings and walk in our divine purpose every day. And finally, y'all know the P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful you all are here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many names, yet known by only one energy. This is the foundational practice of true interspirituality, where we all are affirmed in love energy. I invite you all at home and in our space to stand with me and join me in our statement of infinitude. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen, Amin, Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe.
While we're standing, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, we're going to sing good morning to you, and we're going to generate some gratitude.
Yes.
As we sing it, we get through a verse. We're going to go and find 3 people and tell them one thing you're grateful for. It can be something small. It could be that you got up this morning. It could be last week my moment of gratitude was that the lawnmower was working. Oh, and that's just a wonderful thing. You don't realize how much you need it until you take it for granted till that thing won't spark, you know. So let's get it on. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say a da 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 a da 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 a da da da. All right, let's go. Find 3 people. If you're grateful in the chat, give us something that you're grateful for so we can shout you out online as well. We're looking forward to hearing from you. You got it. It's on the screen. My name is, and I am grateful for. If you're online, tell us where you're streaming from so we can get you in.
A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. Well, good morning to our infinite streamers. I know you are online with us, and we are so happy you're with us. And just like Rev said about you going ahead and typing in something that you're grateful for, go ahead and type it in right now, okay? We want to see, what are you grateful for? What has happened this week for you that you are so grateful for? Go ahead and type it in. We love y'all so very much. Good morning to you. 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 Good morning. Good job, Taylor. Yes.
Awesome way to generate gratitude. Good to see everybody. Special shout of gratitude I'm sending out to Sister Alicia Hamer, who's back from chat. She's been down there living her artistic dreams, directing a play. This is her 2nd time directing out of town. Her opening night was sold out, I might say. So the play continues until June 25th? Yes. So if you're ready to go down to chat, check out a weekend, go on and get your ticket and get it. Not now, not women, what does it say? Not now, but I'm not going to. I'm not. Tony Still's going to deliver that one for us, so we're going to be in there. Now is the time for us for giving today. Giving is when we pour back into our community and the space that provides us with our spiritual food. It's a wonderful opportunity and a wonderful way to participate from a space of good. If you are in a space where your vibration is terrified at the thought of giving, I suggest that you change your vibration. As we are in the space today, bring it back to me, T. Thank you. I'm gonna need y'all to roll with me today because today I'm gonna be moving around a lot. So my tech folk, I need y'all to focus in on us. We're gonna keep it rolling. Today, as we begin to give, as we prepare to give, we ask that you seek that space inside that recognizes that money is simply energy, and how you interact with energy of money is how you move through the world. So we don't operate from a space of lack. We operate from a space of goodness. You can give several ways. You can give via PayPal, you can give via Cash App, or even via mail. Most importantly, we want to give from a space of good. So take a deep breath in, focus on that. Exhale and let it go. Good. Stand to your feet. If you're at home, you can also stand to your feet. It's a good thing to do to join in with us. And let us prepare to give by speaking together our offertory affirmation. O limitless, abundant Creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference, and so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Repeat after me. Everything is good.
Everything is good.
Everything is good.
Everything is good.
I got it.
I got it.
I got it good.
I got it good.
All right, let's sing along with it. As we give, the slide is coming up where you can give online.
Everything is good.
Yeah, y'all hear everybody singing in here. I love it. Come on, sing with us at home. Good.
Oh, everything is good. And I got it. Oh, I got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. And I got it. Oh, I got it good. Come on, tell yourself everything is good. Yes, it is. Hey, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Hey, everything. Yes, it is. I said everything is good. Oh, everything is good. I got it. Woo. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Hey, yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. I said everything is good. Oh, everything is good. I got it. I got it. Oh, I got it good. Oh, I got it good. I got it. Hey, I got it. Oh, I got it good. Oh, I got it good. Hey, I got it. Hey, I got it. Oh, I got it good.
Good. All right. Well, it is time for us to welcome our visitors. Awesome moment of joyful giving. You got to love it when that spirit and that energy is in there. And as we are in the space today, we are welcoming those who are first timers. I think I see one first time Sunday service young lady there who's first timer with us. I think everybody else, I see faces that are here, but we're going to ask our first timer to stand in the space. Would you stand for us, Miss London? Go ahead. Yes. Y'all give a round of applause. So we want to welcome you to the space and let you know that we know who you are. All of the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, why. You're not just a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience, but it's the other way around. You're a spirit who is navigating the human experience like the rest of us. So everybody's going to rise to their feet. People around you are going to turn to you, and everybody else is going to turn to somebody here. So you can share it if you are at home. Of course, if you are at home, go ahead and turn to somebody in your house or put your hands toward the screen and say and receive this back to me. This is where we get to let you know that we see you and we love you in this space. So take a deep breath. Exhale. Repeat after me. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You're a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know, if nobody else will, that you are not alone. I'm with you, we're with you, and you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? All right? I know the real you, and I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you're shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. Give 3 people a high five. We're going to take a little coffee break, tea break as the young people transition downstairs to the Youth Power Zone. And to our online infinite streamers, we're going to be reading some of your shout outs that we're going to give you in a minute. So stay with us. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. I'm coming to you to shout you out from the office. Hang with us. We got more in just a minute. Hey, everybody. It's good to have everybody on. This is Rev Jeff, and I'm taking a pause because this is when we take a little coffee break. I can't wait to meet many of you. And when you come into Infinity and you come to that red brick former home on 641 Nocturne Drive, come and see us. Next week is If Speaks, and we're going to be talking about how to heal a broken heart using the ancient principle of the law of Ma'at. So if you're ready for some in-person instruction, I want to see you here at 641 West Nocturne Drive. I know it's convenient nowadays to stay at home and to watch church on demand, isn't it? But the energy in the space is important. So next week, bring your journals, bring your energy, and let's have a good time. I want to shout out a bunch of people who are in the space today. Sister Michelle Mayberry, I see you coming in from Texas. Grateful I get to be a part of creating a better world. How awesome is that? Love to infinity and love to you. Grateful for the connection with my ancestors, says Sister Christina. I see you there. Sister Leanne, Brother Dr. Justin. We see you and the family. Tashana, Terrell, Tyrell, we see you all. Taylor says hello. I hope you saw her on there singing today. It's a great day, a great Sunday. I invite you to visit the QR code site for the welcome. If this is your first time at Infinity, even if it's not and you haven't filled out that brief form that's on our QR code that you'll see on our slides, do it. Go ahead and just fill it out because we're going to send you a special little love note. And then, of course, when you bring that back, we'll give you a little something to let you know that there is community here for you, that we are here for you in this space. And community is important. Spiritual community is important because it connects you with other people who are on the path. Don't go it alone. Whatever you do, don't go it alone. If you're interested in joining the Infinity Fellowship, on that welcome slide with that QR code, you can also check that box and we'll get you into new members orientation. It's a fun process. We go over ancient wisdom, including the four spiritual laws. It's a great opportunity to join with us wherever you are, near or far, whether you're in Nashville, Tennessee, at what we call HQ, or if you're abroad in the world. Either way, it's time for us to continue service, so I'm going back out. All of this is absolutely live. We love you guys. That's a fact. You cannot change. I'll see you in a minute. Let's keep it rocking and see what's happening with Infinity with our announcements. So y'all give it up. We're going to bring up Brother Tony. Give up some noise for Brother Tony. I bring it down the end. Woo-woo.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Just know, even when you're going through chaos, obstacles, all kind of crazy stuff, I'll tell you, just play some of this. You feel like you're on a sandy beach, just walking right through. You know what I'm saying? Just sun just blazing your face. You know what I'm saying? Get a nice little tan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the sun is just so beautiful. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just feel so just vibrant. Feel so good. I just had to say that real quick. Yeah, but other than that, good morning, Infinity. In preparation for Standing Ovation, if you are an Infinite streamer and you have a manifest achievement that you want to report as a Standing Ovation today, go ahead and type into the chat box for at this time. Not now, but thank you. If you're going to do it, you got to do it right. So, a standing ovation is the accomplishment that you have made that we can shout you out for. So let us know what good thing you've birthed into the world by typing it in early. With that said, welcome to June, the 6th month of 2020. Trace, go on, snap it up, clap it up real quick. Because this right here is the year of transcendence, and the definition of transcendence is to exist or go beyond the range of, to surpass, exist, or experience beyond the normal or physical level. And what a powerful, and I do mean powerful, concept for spiritual practice, because this is the year we rise together to the next level in everything we think, say, and most importantly, and we invite you to empower yourself continually by speaking aloud our daily mantra for the year. Even from the ashes I rise. And let's say that together with authority and proclamation. Bars. Don DeMarco. Now, are you ready for an awesome midweek boost of community? Anybody? Yes, no, maybe? Now, join us in the Membership Band app on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and 5 p.m. Pacific for our midweek gathering and in-app discussion led by the young dynamic duo, Terrell and Tashana Lindsley. Look at that beautiful little cup up there. Come and explore spiritual growth and development with a great weekly check-in where we get to kick back, enjoy each other's company from the comfort of our phones or computers. And that's each Wednesday night. Today is Memory Sunday. I'm gonna snap it up real quick. Now, did you know that African Americans are disproportionately affected by dementia and Alzheimer's disease? Today across the nation, it's Memory Sunday, when we bring awareness to cognitive diseases and commit to support people in the community who may be dealing with them. We have a table set up in the lobby with materials for you to use on Alzheimer's, and we are pleased that we will be adding dementia-friendly activities to our community, offerings in late summer, early fall. In the meantime, we encourage you to gather your family members of all generations for an uplifting concert by the Balm in, how do you say that name? Sorry. Balm of Gilead, today at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern online. The concert will include interviews with families facing Alzheimer's. If I say that right, Alzheimer's. Okay, gotcha. And other dementias, directed by gospel artist Dr. Stephen Hurd, featuring the Balm singers. So tune in to YouTube on the Balm in Gilead. It'll be on YouTube on the Balm in Gilead channel at the Balm in Gilead. That concludes our highlight announcements for this morning. So let's bring back up Rev Jeff and Lady Kenitha, because you know the business. Drum roll, please. Standing ovations. Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
Tune your vibration to a high elevation. It's time for the good news. Our standing ovation.
Energy at IF comes from our practice of snap. It's why we snap our fingers during this part of the service. We receive practical lessons and tools for our individual journeys, that's spirituality. We fellowship with like-minded spirits every week, that's nurturing. We take what we learn and apply it in our lives, that's action. And if we do these, then every week we see examples of progress in our lives, and that's the proof. Yes. So let us pause to enjoy a collective moment of manifestation and expansion. So when your name is called, please stand as I read aloud your manifestation. When I finish each person's ovation, we will all snap our fingers to celebrate and affirm them, and then provide a collective standing ovation at the end. All right.
Woo! We got them. Let's rock them and roll them.
All right. So first, Sister Lakeisha.
Stand on to your feet.
Sister Lakeisha says, I just got back yesterday from a week-long institute with HBCU students at Yale University. I had the great privilege to be one of 3 mentors to students as they learned more about their options in the museum field. It was a wonderful experience. Alum held it down.
Alvin held it down.
Alvin held it down in Nashville. Woo!
Training museum directors. Come on through now.
They
Come
will
on
come
through. Expansion.
Then, this is Sister Karen.
Come on.
Woo! Okay. My children got out of the pool without my having to threaten them yesterday.
Yes.
Well, hello.
Benchmark.
That's
Benchmark
a real
parent
one.
moment.
That's a real.
No, that's progress.
Real. Oh, that's real.
That's progress.
They'll be in there like, didn't hear you.
I can't tell you the number of completed sentences come after the ellipsis following. If you don't get out of the pool right now, ... There have been a million of those from us.
Man.
So yeah, that's
Oh, my
beautiful.
goodness.
Awesome. Okay, we got Standing O's online. Let's go to. We'll turn to those. We
And
got
then
2.
I've got a few.
Yes, and then we've got a few too.
Yes.
All right, Standing Ovation. Good. Angela Bartlett Tree, Standing Ovation. So grateful to have celebrated the 87th revolution around the sun with my mother on yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Mama Bartlett, we're sending you love. 87 years.
Yes.
Salina,
1,
Tennessee.
2, 3.
Happy birthday to ya. 87.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Love it. Love it. Next, we got Andrew MK. We call him
Yes.
here. Standing Ovation. It's been a rough year for solar sales. Dun. I need the band. Rough year.
know.
Dun. Yeah. Then.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get emotional with you, Drew, because you and me, we can go there. I just saw the second part of the sentence because we were talking about that outside the Memorial Day. Been a rough year for solar sales. Then on Friday, I sold $500,000 in one day. Y'all think we be playing when we didn't talk about the universe knows your address. It knows your address and when to deliver it. It's it could be an easy year and you make 100,000 in sales, or you can wait a rough spot and get $500,000. I'm telling you, man, I love it. And the next day, the children got out of the pool. You're on the streak, man. Speak it. Whatever you speak this week is coming. I'm telling you. When y'all hit that vein, it's like a vein of gold. When you hit it, keep riding it.
Yes.
Keep opening and speaking those doors. That's just awesome. That's awesome. All right, we have any more, Tony? Okay, we're good. Okay, Mama, what we got?
Okay, so 2, I want to give a special standing ovation to Taylor and to London. 1 is 9 and 1 is 11, and they have tracked from their places out of from where they live,
Macon, Georgia, and
Yes.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
To
Their
stay with
parents and
us.
grandparents.
and they're staying with us for the entire time for the Performing Arts Academy. So we've gained 2 babies. Taylor did good her first week.
She did. Shout out to you,
I
Taylor.
know. So that's one.
And London's
ovation.
doing her first day,
Yes.
and they're in here in the camp. So the camp is so good that people are wanting to send their kids from different states. So
Yes.
that's a blessing.
And then
you
the
are the executive
biggest-
director, so shout out to you on that.
The biggest standing ovation. Received it
forgot
in
that.
the mail.
I'm about to run around the building. Hold on. Let me put this down.
So, we used to have Sweetness, our old red van. And so we had spoken to existence. We wanted a new van. And so we had gotten, it was Susie. So we had gotten Sweetness, and it was a 2017. She was manifested, but with big investment. We looked at that note and said, my Lord. Oh, Lord. But we made our last payment last month and got our title in the mail last week. Yes! Yes. Yes, it's paid off. Sweetness is paid off. That is like our fourth car paying off. Fourth.
I think it would be tragic if we had our last name and did not pay off our
Man,
cars.
yes.
But it's great to have paid off four together. Lord have mercy. Knocking the debt down. I love it. I love it. So yeah, that was
to
exciting.
Pay that out, U.S. Bank.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna start.
Man.
I can give a message
I
on
know.
U.S. Bank. They may not like it, but we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's how we do it. All right. So we don't have any more in there. Great Standing Ovation. Okay. What do we do, Mama?
All right, so at this time, if you shared, go ahead and have several seats while the rest of us will stand to our feet and give a thunderous standing ovation. Okay? All right, here we go. Woo! Those are the ovations. They're downstairs.
They love it.
Yes. Those are ovations and announcements for today. So it is spoken, so it is received, and I they went in. They were like,
They went in. Yeah, the screaming that you hear is the space of gratitude of our young people. And it's always good. Come on in the room. Rhea's right over here. So good to have this energy in the space today. As we prepare ourselves for the message, I'm going to invite you to embrace the energy of call and response, because it's time for a new deal in our life. So I'm going to teach a call and response song. I'm glad I got Brianna sitting over there in the corner, because she liked those old songs. But we got to teach these songs so that we can preserve this history, because we recognize we stand on the shoulders of those who came before. So this is one heck of a month. This is Memory and Cognitive and Alzheimer's Awareness Month. That's why it's Memory Sunday today. It's also Black Music Month. So we studied the roots of that. It's Pride Month too, I believe. It's it's a lot of things happening in June. It's Father's Day. Give it up for the fathers. Which is also coinciding with Juneteenth this month. So, give it up for Juneteenth. There's a lot of money that's going to be spent in the world this month, and that's good. But we want to put some capital into warming up the space for the download for the message today by teaching a little call and response. There's a song we used to sing in the medley that's really good, On My Way to Freedom Land. And so we start with the call and response, and I'm going to touch myself when I say call, and I'm going to point to y'all when it's time for the response. So I'm going to say, I'm on my way, to freedom land. I'm on my way, to freedom land. I'm on my way, to freedom land. I'm on my way, great God, I'm on my way. Oh man, y'all sound good. I just want to get that chill. All right, let's build on it. Let's give a little rhythm. I'm on my way, to freedom land. I'm on my way, to freedom land. I'm on my way, to freedom land. I'm on my way. Great God, I'm on my way. All right, y'all sound good. I'm on my way to freedom land. I'm on my way to freedom land, freedom land. I'm on my way to freedom land, to freedom land. I'm on my way, great God, I'm on my way. See if y'all listening. I asked my brother, come and go with me. I asked my brother, come and go with me. I asked my brother to come and go with me. I'm on my way, great God, I'm on my way. I asked my sister to come and go with me. I asked my sister, come and go with me. I asked my sister, come and go with me. I'm on my way, great God, I'm on my way. Stand to your feet, let's do this. I'm on my way to freedom land. I'm on my way to freedom land. I'm on my way to freedom land. I'm on my way, great God, I'm on my way. Yeah, y'all give it up in this place. Woo! We're on our way. Let me tell you about being on your way to freedom. Part of being on your way is to negotiate a new deal. Let me say it again. Part of being on our way is to negotiate a new deal. Because sometimes we're in a bad deal and don't even realize it. Have you ever signed a contract that was not a good deal for you? If you haven't, then just keep living a little bit longer. Because what you realize is you can commit yourself to things that will shock you down the line. Your old self can commit you to some things that when you look at your new self, you say, what in the world was I thinking? When you're going through contract negotiations, and those of you who are in a space of contract negotiation, contract is simply an agreement. When you are making an agreement, you are committing yourself, your skills, your mind, your actions, your body to accomplish a certain task. And hopefully you are agreeing with another party that you're going to do it a specific way. I tell you one thing about a contract. I learned a long time ago that even in the art spaces, always use a contract because a contract will preserve friendships. Anytime you got money involved, anytime some transaction or insurance or anything is changing hands, it always can make things complicated. So believe it or not, a contract can be a very good thing. It can be your best friend. I remember when I first started producing theater, I had a really creative guy who I was working with, and he had just come from working in New York, and we were talking about putting together this production, and we had all of these hilarious ideas, and we would sit up all day and all night in Starbucks and write all of these things out, and we would tickle ourselves to death on how big this was going to be for everybody. And so we finally did what young, consistent artists do. Give me some water. That's the first thing consistent artists do. They keep themselves hydrated. Ashe. Come on, Spirit. The thing that we next did is we set a date to actually do it. See, that's the difference between artists who are professional and just dreamers. There are people who will talk forever, but when you set the date, you got to do it. So we set the date, and I got up from that little Starbucks table. I said, awesome. I love it. We're about to build something great. He said, hold on. Wait a minute. We got to do a contract. I said, well, we've known each other for a long time. I understand that. He said, no, we got to do a contract because that is business. That's how we take care of business. I said, sure, if you want a contract, we can do it. Sure enough, opening night, something went wrong. And we were about to be at odds with each other until we were able to pull out the contract. And we were confused. But once we put it down in black and white, we reminded ourselves of what we agreed to. And that is what allowed us to preserve the friendship. Without a contract, it would have been he said, she said, and it would have been over. We possibly could have come to blows back then because I was not as enlightened as I am now. I would not have just prayed for him. I would have prayed for him as I was trying to lay him flat. And I would have prayed as I picked him back up and took him to the hospital. I would have prayed him through the process. But I would have done something that would have lowered my spiritual currency. And so we are able to preserve that for a contract. But when we're talking about the ultimate contract, every one of us has a contract with the divine. We have a contract with the universe that we committed to before we even got here. And many of us have forgotten the contract we made. But there are 3 points that I want to give you about making this contract and the reason why we need to sign a new deal. The first point I'm going to give you is before you sign up for anything, you better read the fine print. Before you sign up for anything in life or in spirit, you better read the fine print. Because many people have gotten in trouble because they didn't read the fine print. And you didn't know that if you missed 2 payments, not 3, they were coming to get that car. You didn't know that if you missed 1 week of payment, they were hauling that sofa out of the living room. You didn't know. And when they showed up and rang the doorbell and your righteous indignation showed you, it's pushing your chest out, showing up, saying, I know that I'm only 1 week behind, so you cannot take my sofa. And they said, sir, it's right here in the fine print that if you did not make this payment, we would show up. So we are, in essence, holding up our end of the contract. And we can't help it because you didn't read the fine print. In relationships, there are always things in the fine print. That's why the devil's in the detail. I signed up for a life of love. I didn't sign up for stank breath in the morning. Well, that's in the fine print. I signed up for a new car. I didn't sign up to get the oil change. Well, maintenance is in the fine print. I signed up to have a loving relationship with my friends. I didn't sign up for you to pop off on me and to talk bad about, well, that's in the fine print. I didn't sign up for people to be moody all the time and I got to negotiate what I got to say, when I got to say it. Well, baby, in a relationship, that's the fine print. So you want to ask these questions as you are moving forward in the world. In relationship, you better detail and work out the fine print before you sign the contract. The contract is a commitment. It is an agreement on how you're going to work through life. So conversations that you should have, and if you ain't had them, you better start having them. Even in the process of getting to know friends, in the process of getting to know lovers, in the process of getting to know spouses and partners, ask the fine print because the fine print is going to determine whether you're going to lose your mind and be mad at yourself for signing this agreement in the first place. Ask them what they feel about the world, how they see the world spiritually. Ask them how they handle their money. Ask them, do they believe in taking care of bills on time? Ask them what kind of underwear they like and don't like. Ask them how often they like to wash their clothes. Ask them if they think it's okay to leave stinky food in the kitchen sink for a few days. Ask them if it's okay for people to go 4 days without taking a shower. Whatever it is, I'm not judging because you're going to have to be okay with the fine print once you sign up with the contract. And so once you sign that contract, you are bound to that agreement, especially if you are a person of your word. When you're in a relationship that told you that you're going to be there for better or for worse, you can enjoy the better, but you also got to embrace the worst because it's an agreement. It's the fine print. And you're not going to be in a space where it's always going to be consistently the good. It's going to also have those valley spaces. But the understanding that all of this is in the fine print and I'm agreeing with it allows me to navigate consistently in an even space. The second thing that I want you to think about as we get these contracts is that if you are not happy with the terms of your life, that is a sign that it's time for you to renegotiate your terms. Ask yourself, is it working? If you have spiritual practices that are not bringing you fruit, it's time to renegotiate those terms. If you have places that you've been going that have made you feel less than, it's time to renegotiate those terms. If you are doing things that make you feel sick when you get up in the morning, it's time to renegotiate those terms. If you are putting things in your body that are making you feel bad about yourself, that are not making you so that you can't get out of the bed in the morning, you got to renegotiate those terms. If you are talking to people and you hang up the phone, and every time you hang up the phone, your heart is in a space of dread and turmoil, it's time to renegotiate those terms. If you are going into work environments that are killing you, that are making you sick to your stomach, that are making you resent your supervisor, that are making you resent your manager, that are making you resent your coworkers, that are making you resent the dadgum cubicle and the chair you're sitting in, it's time to renegotiate your term, because you have been given the power in this life to sign an agreement with yourself that's going to help you grow and to help you flow. You also have the right to renegotiate your terms at any given moment. If you have been doing something that is not serving you, that is not making you happy, that is not bringing you joy, that is not making you a joyful person around other people, renegotiate your terms to sign a new contract. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is that the ultimate advantage in signing a contract goes to the one who is willing to walk away from the deal. That's business. That's industry. I see Teresa's thumb up in the lobby. That's real talk. If you're in a business negotiation and somebody is offering you a number that does not fit you, instead of making yourself small, if you trust your skills, if you trust yourself, if you trust your experience, you trust it, then you walk away from it. Then you walk away from. When I was a young artist and I was first doing one of my two one-man shows, and I went to an organization that had seen it. They said, we want to bring you here. How much does it cost? My manager told him how much it cost. He said, oh, we can't afford that. Can you do it for this? And it was a third of what I needed. I could barely pay myself, much less my stage manager, my set people. I said, I tell them I can't do it for that. And they said, yeah, but they said it's going to be a great opportunity for exposure. And you know, all fair, I wasn't in my 40s, I was in my 20s. So it may have been a great opportunity for exposure. But I still had a daughter to feed. And so in my mind, my heart was conflicted, because I was like, I could take that little bit of money right now. I said, but I could also make that little bit of money doing some landscaping too, and I feel a little bit better about myself. And so I said, no, and I walked away. 3 days later, my manager called me from New York and said, oh, they found the money. And I said, how about that? But if I had accepted the original contract, I would have been angry. And at first, I would have been angry at the organization. Then I would have been angry at my manager. And then in the end, I would have come to the realization that I really was angry for myself for settling for what I knew I was not worth. So your power comes from your ability to walk away from the deal. So what if you've been going the same places every day? So what if you hung with somebody for 20 years? So what? If you have not getting something out of it, you've got to be able to walk away from the deal and say, you know what? I can do bad all by myself. But when I'm in a space where I am ready to live, where I am ready to love, this speaks to a space of self-worth. You are worthy because you are created in a space of uniqueness that nobody else has. So that gives you the ultimate bargaining power. You have the opportunity to sign a new deal. Turn to somebody and say, I'm signing a new deal. When you walk from this place, it's a brand new deal. When you recognize your worth, when you walk in the world with your head held high, recognizing that you were born to be the divine light that you are in this world, you recognize that you have a contract within your heart that is bigger than any contract you can ever negotiate with any human being on this earth. It is a contract that you made with the universe to come through 400 million possibilities to end up uniting with an egg that produced you out of the womb. And you said, I'm going to come through that womb in this world and I'm going to light it up and it's going to be beautiful. And I know that by the time you're hearing this and understanding what I'm saying, that there have been many bad contracts that you lived through. There have been many bad agreements that you suffered through. But in this moment, let this be a reminder that your ultimate agreement is to live your fullest life. It's to be your highest self. It's to move on that gift that God planted inside you. It is to recognize when you think back on the ancestors and what they've been through, that you are standing on their shoulders. So when you walk in a space, you are walking in with all of that. Do not sell yourself short. Sign the new deal that reminds you that you are here for a purpose, that you're here for a reason, that you're here to be the light. And that light is a space of love. And if you can't find the love in an agreement, then you need to learn to walk away and trust that the biggest deal is right around the corner. It's going to be delivered to you. It's going to be through the rough whole year. It's going to be rough everywhere else, but then that one phone call is going to come and you're going to see the dotted line sign. It's going to be a tough time, Andrew, but you hold on because in the end, it's going to manifest bigger than you ever thought it was going to. And anybody that's trying to keep you in a contract that is bad for you, that's because they're benefiting from the bad contract. But when you are able to leave that contract, when you are able to renegotiate the terms, or when you're able to pick that contract up, when you're in your most bold spaces and you see the things that are hurting you the most, and you say, I don't care what I signed before now. This realization is leading me to tear this thing apart and start again. Sometimes you got to tear it all up. Sometimes you got to throw it in the fire. Sometimes you got to not think about it anymore. But you got to start brand new. And when you start brand new, you embrace the joy of now forward in manifesting the greatest things that are here for you in the right now with a brand new deal. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Ashe! 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 Oh! Oh, stand to your feet in this moment right now. Y'all, we got a charge ahead of us. Turn to somebody and say, stop judging yourself. It ain't your fault. Somebody needs to hear that. Somebody needs to hear that. Say, stop judging. Listen, you may have carried around a bad deal up to this moment. You ain't under no obligation to hold on to it. And you might have a good deal overall. You might have a good deal in relationships and families, and you just need to renegotiate some of the smaller clauses. Like, I'm going to let you have a certain amount of time, but then I got to have some time to myself. And oh yeah, I love the way you do this, but here's how I need you to talk to me when I'm in a low space. Let's renegotiate that. With family, I love you and I appreciate it. We're going to come to the family gatherings, but at a certain point, I need you to respect the space that I have right now. Sometimes we're in a space where we have to look out for others in our family and friends, but when it comes at a cost to ourselves, you're well within your right to say, you know what? I got to keep my boundaries for my sanity. Because I got to live my life too. And I got to be the best me so I can be the best for you. And that's okay. Give yourself that space. Give yourself that freedom. Open yourself to a new deal. Place your hands over your hearts. Close your eyes. Divine source and spirit, as we seal this energy today, as this energy goes out for a brand new deal for those who are listening, we release any need to feel obligated to any agreement that has held us in a low space. We release any need to stay in a space that no longer serves us. We embrace this clarity in this moment right now. And so I speak remembrance. This week coming, through those tough times and those difficult moments, let this moment of clarity be remembered. Let it be preserved and written in our eyelids. Let it be engraved upon our hearts. Let it be put in bold in our journals that this is the moment we remembered that going forth, we've got a new deal. Halfway through this year, we may have transcended already. We may be on the cusp of transcending, but we are rising from these ashes now. And if we hadn't risen in the first half, we're rising in the second half. We rise today. We speak brand new energy in this world. We speak brand new hearts, renewed power. We proclaim it to be so. And we proclaim it to be so in a way that demonstrates to others the power of being in touch with our life and our purpose. We are now giving others permission to sign a new deal too. And we release that energy in love. We embrace it and we breathe it in light. Proclaim it to be. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. All right. Rub those hands together and generate that wonderful ball of green light, that heart space, the renewed energy of our heart, now getting ready to shine all across the world. Committing when we sling this energy around the world and around the room, we're committing that we're going to walk ahead and show through action the power of a love, frequency, and vibration, and confidence, and knowing we're exactly where we're supposed to be. 1, 2, 3. Ah, yeah. Love, baby. Love, love, love. Tall and tan and young and lovely. Sister Astra sung it, so sweet journey to her. Everybody all right? All right, we all right too. Let's sing this song. As we close out today, we remind you that this is Memory Sunday. And so for Memory Sunday, I want to remind you that mild cognitive impairment, early Alzheimer's, dementia, it can happen to anyone. Learn the signs. If you're a caretaker, know that we're sending you love and we're sending you energy. And that I'm most excited that in this space, we are launching a program for the elderly to make things friendly for folks. We're gonna have a cafe here on the weekends where they can come in and talk and sit and play cards and just relax. Listen, elderly and the young people, we're amplifying that, right? Because nothing teaches you to sign a new contract like learn how to write one from the beginning. And that's a beautiful thing. So let us sing together in the space. Don't forget those materials in the lobby. The books are for perusing. The bookmarks are taken with us. Let's go. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's a day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, I hear you, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. And God keeps reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. And God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. We speak that the love of God, the Creator, the power of the cosmos and the ancestors rest, rule, rock, and abide with you from this forth moment, now and forever. We sing together. Amen, Amen, Hotep. Namaste. Hashem. Next week is If Speaks. We're talking about how to heal a broken heart from the power of Ma'at on the scales of a feather. And it's going to be powerful. Bring your journals, bring your friends. We love you. And that's a fact you cannot change. See you next week. Woo, woo, woo.